We're here for a reason. We're not on vacation. Get up.
This is an in-league press special report. Our operatives are back from North Dakota.
Standing Rock,
North Dakota, where they stood with Standing Rock. And we're here with Sweet1eaf, who's going to tell us a little bit about it, address some of the questions people have been asking about the video with the man pointing a gun and running over protesters. I'm going to answer some of the questions about why they were there and why it's important, more important now than ever, to stand with Standing Rock.
for sure.
So Steven, I'm going to start with, why did you guys go to Standing Rock?
All right, well, we went to Standing Rock because there was a call out for a couple things. They needed assistance in winterizing the village, and then they also would appreciate seasoned activists and citizen journalists that were willing to put their lives on the line in order to show the truth and the crazy shit that's been happening out
What
there.
is the truth out there? What is
It's
happening? Well, first I think we should say why we're protesting there to begin with. What's going on? What is No DAPL? What is DAPL?
So DAPL is the Dakota Access Pipeline, and they're creating a pipeline from Canada almost to the southern parts of the United States.
And this pipeline has the potential, if it would leak, to pollute the Missouri River, right?
One place that they would go underwater would be by a small city, and they would dig through a historical and sacred site of the indigenous people in order to do so.
So essentially, DAPL is the Dakota Access Pipeline. They want to put a big oil pipeline right through sacred ground in a location that could potentially pollute the Missouri and then the Mississippi rivers.
And poison the peoples of Standing Rock Reservation,
like we've seen
the Sioux Nation.
And we've seen, water poisoning is not like some crazy conspiracy theory anymore, as we see in Flint, as we see in the numerous other oil ruptures.
Since we've been covering this story for over 4 months, we've seen at least 4 major oil breaks throughout the nation.
So No DAPL is the movement to stop this pipeline from going in there. It's saying no to the Dakota Access Pipeline, and people are coming from all over to help. Rainbow Warriors, you could say. People that agree and understand this cause are all coming to help support. So they have, 2,000 or 3,000 standing troops on the ground to help.
Well, while we were there, I would say there was a minimum of 5,000
5,000, good.
The village is huge. We've got a few pictures and pannings of
5,000 people, and I would say in 10-degree weather.
But it is cold, and if you want to go, make sure you bring warm clothes because you can freeze to death out there.
So we're going to go to an incident now that happened during a No DAPL protest. A peaceful protest where, as we'll watch in the video, people are letting the cars go by, everything is fine until they encounter somebody that's very negative and very threatening, and where we're going.
So we drove about an hour away to an area called Mandan, North Dakota, where one of the Dakota Access Pipeline offices are. Now this was for a very peaceful march and prayerful action. It wasn't like the actions where we go out and we shut down the work in progress. That's a little bit different. It's still peaceful, but it's a little bit different. We had just the day before been a part of a shutdown. So it was kind of nice, it was like it was relaxed. Nobody's safety was at risk. And everybody is walking up the street here to begin the festivities.
Well, let's watch the video for a little bit and see what he's talking about, because we try to report the unobstructed truth.
The prayers are going to happen momentarily. I'm behind everybody. We have people with head cams in the front. Okay, you just heard a horn, and you can actually hear a heavy throttle right before that horn, and it causes me to turn around. I want you to take note of a couple things like turn around. There's other vehicles involved, and they're peacefully driving by, and there's no problems.
Looks like everybody.
Okay, we have a work vehicle coming through the crowd dangerously. I'm going to the back to keep the camera on these aggressive drivers. So, people are not interfering with the non-aggressive drivers, as you can see right here. They understand that,
Looks like people are going through just fine.
Civil rights can sometimes cause traffic disruptions, but we're actually assisting and diverting the traffic around. We're actively helping these gray trucks get around us.
Clearly in the video, people are getting through unmolested, no problem.
Let's go. I'm gonna go create some accountability. We've got worker cars getting away. Looks like we might have somebody that's armed. He's armed with a gun. The man driving this car has a gun.
What was going through your head at that time?
Well, the guy had a gun. Scared. I was a lot of it scared, but I immediately thought I need to get my camera on this person because he could kill somebody. That's the honest truth. You know, at the moment, all I could think was, we need cameras, people need to be protected.
So what you're saying is that cars are going through just fine. Some guy comes up, honking his horn, waving a gun around. All of a sudden, that's why the people came up to him.
Well, yeah, exactly. These, a lot of times there's protectors that are standing back, that are there in case something crazy happens, to kind of be frontline to say, hey, look, there's a lot of people up here, we don't want them to get hurt. You know, and that's what these folks were doing, and about 5 or 6 people got in front of the vehicle to try to, like, just get him to relax and to do the right thing. In his hand, he's pointing it at people. He got a gun. And there's a gun. This guy's pointing at each and every one of us. He's pointing at everybody and getting sights in his. So this is considered, by the way, this man has not been arrested by the local police. They were standing within a couple 100 feet of this, by the way. Nobody even knows this, but the state troopers...
In my opinion...
State troopers are like 100 feet. If you look at this area, the state troopers are like over there.
In my opinion, one of the only things that would entitle this man to do something like this would be as if he knew the cops and they were friends. Let me stop him. When the people were around the car 2 seconds ago in the video, they had their hands up. The only reason they were even there is because he was obviously so agitated and violent, they were trying to calm him down before he hurt anyone. They had their hands up.
They were protecting the larger crowd.
They are protectors, and so they protect.
Yeah. You know, this is not like as chaotic as it may appear. I was trying to primarily bring about the accountability of the crazy person with the gun. And let you see that he's pushing people actively, insulting people with his vehicle, and all those people are trying to do is intervene because he's doing all this crazy stuff with his car and his gun, and there's about 300 plus people in prayer directly ahead. I want you to make phone calls, let everybody know we have an armed citizen. This is my way home. His argument is it's his way home. There are roads on the right and the left he could have chosen to even driven down to get to where he wanted to go before. But he chose to go right through this road. And he didn't just choose to go through this road. He chose to go through it differently than the other drivers that are up in front of him that are getting through no problem. He chose to pull a gun, to cock it into a deadly position, and to honk his horn and say, look at me, come and get me. Okay, this was a fight that he was trying to start. He's not defensive, he's the offensive, the offender, the assaulter. Go around! We're peaceful! We don't have guns! We love you! We care for you! Put your gun away! Now this man walks up and he's just saying, hey man, just stop, just relax, take it easy. Get these people out! This is my way home! This is the way I go home!
Alright, now you start to see the protectors holding the car. The reason that the protectors are holding the car is that there are people, and there are women, and there are other protesters in front of the car. And they don't want this man to run them over. So they're saying, stop, don't drive forward right now. Put your gun away. Don't drive forward. That's why they're grabbing the car. That's why they're holding on to it right now.
Business! Get the business too! The gentleman has a gun! Put that fucking gun down! Put that gun down! Here, roll back! Nobody will hurt you! Put it down! Don't be scared!
Wait, leave us back in.
One thing I want to say something though, as you notice, everybody gets out of his way. You know,
nobody touches him. Nobody hurts
nobody
him.
tackles him. Nobody, not even the police. And the police are watching this. No intentions of violence or
They
anything
just
here.
want this crazy guy with a gun to calm down.
To get the hell out of here and not hurt anybody.
Nobody will hurt you!
Watch it, watch it, watch it! Back up! Back up!
Go back!
Back up! Back up!
Watch it!
At that moment, you hear people hit by a car. You hear
Right,
screaming.
he had just gunned it in and like really went really fast for about 8 feet. And
Just funny! It's just funny! There's somebody under the car! There's somebody under the car!
I want to just say that it's been reiterated to this man that there is somebody under the car. Somebody
I was
is trapped.
screaming. I was scared.
Somebody is trapped under the car at this point, under the truck at this point, and he has been told that by multiple people. So he knows that.
There are people that let him walk freely with his gun around them.
Yeah.
People that aren't doing anything violent. They're not kicking his car even right now. They're not breaking any windows.
So again, the people are going to try to hold the car back. Not that they could, but in that moment.
There's somebody under the car!
Now we're going to go a little bit slower right here. He is beating her with the pistol for holding onto his mirror because she's pleading with him to stop moving because there was somebody trapped underneath the vehicle. She just fell off. She just fell off and this guy was trying to help her and he fell off with her. In a moment, the stream's going to be shooting to the air because I could see the wheels are coming for her. She's rolling towards them.
Point two. He drives away with, as far as he knows, somebody under the car. The protesters, the protectors pulled the person out before he could drive away, but he could not. He didn't know that. He drove away and in the process ran over this girl's ankle. That's assault with a deadly weapon twice.
I don't know. That could be it right there. You know, I was holding on to the guy.
We don't need to speculate. Just watch.
So we've been diverting the traffic to the right around that. And there's place to do it. That was a chosen point for that safety and for that consideration.
Somebody! He ran over that girl's foot!
Alright. So right there you see he's driving off to the right. And now after this video's done, we're going to play a short video of another video.
Yeah, we need to show you the other video.
Alright! Tweet this out! Let everybody know! A man just ran over a peaceful protester. 2 of them pulled his gun out, cocked it. Let everybody know. I'm bring the stream down and back up.
And either way, if somebody doesn't do something about this man, you know, charge him with his crime, somebody's going to get hurt in his life.
Alright, we're going to go.
Somebody will get hurt. Maybe not now, maybe in 10 years, but that kind of temper is how people get killed.
Okay, his name, they're calling him Leonard Legang. It could be Richard Legang. He's the owner and proprietor of Foursquare.
That's not confirmed.
But
However,
the last name is confirmed, and the fact that he owns the business that's written on the side of the vehicle is confirmed. And you need to know that as a citizen.
let me set this video up before we play it. You saw the girls. You saw the girl trying to hold on to the car. When he drove off, one of the protesters' phones actually falls and lands camera up, on the step up.
Right here in this picture, that's me. That gray backpack right here, that's me and my arm filming him. And so this is just to give you a little bit of context of where this camera's coming from in the moment. Okay. a kind of a fortuitous moment here. Now we've got the photograph that this very moment that gun is pointed at the woman's face that he ran over. And also, this could be Vanna DeWorthy, and this could be her phone being set down on the step. She set it down on the running board, and it was filming him.
Wait, before you start, I want to say it's very interesting that the camera, of all places, would land at the point that they could take this camera. I mean, this is almost, I don't even know what to call it, but it happened and it caught something.
It's a miracle.
And I want to say that. It's a hell of a coincidence.
I'm gonna turn up. Okay, so we're gonna
Let it play now.
I want the audio.
This is him driving away. It's important to note here that he is nowhere near the protesters anymore. He drove off on that side road.
well, yeah, actually what had happened at that stage, it looked like it was forever, but he kind of drove around. Here's a group of protesters. He drove around like this, and as he got right past by, then he pops off and empties his...
Well, I think, look, he's just so mad, and he just wanted to shoot his gun so bad that, you know, he gets out there and he unloads 7 bullets, you know, into the air. You know, they could. Who knows where they would have come down.
Our question to you, as concerned citizens of this great country, that was a criminal act. What are you going to do about it?
Where are the charges, Morton Sheriff's Department?
Where are the charges? The state troopers were there. The police were there. They could have intervened at any moment. It's up to you guys. It's up to us to let the truth be known and to intervene and make a change.